Hello, 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 my beautiful, wonderful, spectacular Aquarians, my fellow air signs. What going on, y'all? It is your girl, Ascension 225, a Tarot and Nordica, and I'm here to do your reading the first 2 weeks of June 2026. Can you believe it already? Anyway, on the 1st of June, Mercury moves into Venus, which could mean a lot of communication, a lot of thought processes geared towards love and beautiful things and, you know, romance and all that other good stuff. So, if you want to know more about what's going on over our heads, guys, look in the description box. I've listed my favorite astrologers, my favorite numerologist, and you can also get your free birth natal chart in the description box, because all of this ties in together. If you know what different signs you're made up of by getting your birth natal chart, I think it helps you understand who you are much better than just I'm a Gemini, and but you're more than just an Aquarius. What is your rising sign? What is your moon sign? All of that is intertwined in your sun sign, and that makes you who you are. And also the astrology and numerology all ties in together, guys. So, everything is in the description box. Come on in, Aquarius. I hope you're doing well, abundantly blessed, happy for no damn reason, because you are above ground. That is enough to be grateful for. We're about to break it down, see what Spirit wants and needs you to know the first 2 weeks of June, and some messages of guidance, okay? All right, so, Aquarians, do your girls solid before you find a nice spot to relax and release so that you're able to receive messages, is to hit that like, share, subscribe button. All right, share it with your friends, your family members, and also hit that hype button. Hype up the video, guys. I really appreciate it. Keep this channel continuing to grow. All right, well, without further ado, my beautiful Aquarians, let's get into your reading, shall we? We're going to start off with the oracle messages, and then we will get into the tarot deck, all right? So, I hope this applies. I hope this resonates, and all that other good stuff, okay? So, let's get into it. All right. So, what is the overarching energy for our Aquarius collective now and for the next few weeks? I've got trust the process. Trust the process. Stars don't rush, yet they always shine. Isn't that beautiful? And you know what, Aquarius? You know, sometimes we have to put our ego aside, because sometimes we think that, hey, I did this. This is all me, baby. But guess what? It's you in collaboration with Spirit, okay? You're not doing this all by yourself, believe me. Your blessings are coming from somewhere, and your guidance is coming from somewhere. So sometimes we just need to put the ego aside and trust the process, even if we don't understand the process, okay? I've got share your gifts, whatever they are. Light loses purpose if it doesn't illuminate others. What are some of your gifts that you can share with the world, Aquarius? You're an air sign, so you do a lot of heavy thinking. You should also be a good communicator. You're ruled by Uranus. Uranus is the most innovative planet. It's about, you know, moving forward. It's about thinking outside the box, kicking the sides of the box down, because we're not going to be governed by any rules, you know? So, yeah, what are your gifts, if you need to still identify them? And I've got open up your heart. Now, I know, I just saw 444 on the timer, which is an angel reference, so you might want to look up 444 as far as angel numbers and the meaning of those numbers, okay? Open your heart, Aquarius. Now, I've been in a love relationship with 2 Aquarians. We're no longer together. Aquarians are different. They're very, very different. I think especially the January Aquarians are much more strange. Yeah, much more strange than the February Aquarians. But anyway, and there are times when people say that Aquarians are removed from their emotions, or they are aloof. Okay, I don't make the rules. Okay, but that could be part of how you are. Okay, aloof, not showing your feelings. Some people can even call it cold. Okay, closed doors don't let light in. Okay, so don't close off your heart, Aquarius. All right, intuitive messages. What does Spirit want you to know? I've got some of you may need to rest more, hibernate. Maybe you've been in a hibernation mode, hermit mode, where you've been hibernating from the world and tapping into yourself, tapping into Spirit, getting that guidance, resting, practicing self-care. And then I've got life. Yeah, you might be contemplating about life, okay, and maybe what your future holds, your abundance, your blessings, all that other good stuff with this sun here. All right, you need the sun in order for the seeds that you planted to grow in life. Okay, so you could be this hermit mode, meditating on life. And I've got intuition in reverse. So this could mean that some of you might be contemplating life, but you're not including Spirit or your Spirit team into that equation. You're relying on ego. Okay? So, yeah. We're going to come back to those cards if need be. All right. Okay. Now, what about some time frame cards, Spirit? I've got number 57. Timing is much farther in the future. Much farther in the future. And what is that? 12. Yeah, 12 in the major arcana is the Hangman. Taking a pause, yeah? Taking a pause, resting, seeing things from different perspectives. Okay? Might let some things go. Let some things stay, whatever. Okay. This also reduces to a 2, 7 minus 5. So, and 2s are all about making a decision, making a choice in life. So maybe that's what is in store for you. You making a choice about something. And then I've also got number 1. Give it time. It's in the works. So something is in the works for you. You just need to give it time, Aquarius. And this could be that you might want it to happen like right now or yesterday, but things in the spirit realm happen in spirit time. All right, not in our time. Hold on for just 1 second. I'm going to turn my fan on. All right, thanks for holding. And now we've got angelic messages for you. I've got compassion. Have compassion not only for yourself, Aquarius, but for those around you. She's with a dog, and dogs refer to somebody who's faithful. If it's not a pet, then it's somebody who is loyal and faithful. So not only be compassionate towards yourself, but also be compassionate towards your support system. Emerging. Look at those butterflies. I feel like you're emerging from something. You might be in that hibernation stage because, Aquarius, you may be going through a spiritual awakening, or maybe Spirit has got you on a new path. You know, like that. You may be emerging from your cocoon soon. Thank you, Spirit. And be this beautiful freaking butterfly. New beginnings. New emergence. And you will be enthusiastic and happy. And there's more butterflies in here. A lot more butterflies. And they're all flying towards whatever this, it looks like a portal or an opening. They're all flying towards that. Yeah, be enthusiastic about the guidance and the changes that Spirit is having to happen in your life, okay? Yeah, energy. Enthusiasm, energy about this new emergence, this new path that you're on, and be compassionate along the way. Okay? Yeah, trust the process. And not only be compassionate, but have an open heart about it. Okay? Alright, so let's get into the tarot. Holy Spirit, we've already seen some of the energy for our Aquariuses come out for the first few weeks of June. And can you expound on that energy? What do they need to trust? Why do they need to trust the process? And what is this process about? What is it in reference to, Spirit? This new emergence that they're on. Okay, let's go ahead and cut the cards. This is for Aquarius, January 21st through February 20th. Okay, what's on? Thank you, Spirit. What is in the energy that Aquarius does not see at this time? I've got 10 of Cups. The ultimate, healthy, vibrant love connection. And this could be just you and your family just being happy, loving, supportive, nurturing of one another. Or this is you finding a love that is like no other, Aquarius. Okay? Excuse me. What's in the middle? Hold on. Okay. What's in the middle, Holy Spirit, of this King of Wands? Fire energy, most likely Leo energy. You see the lion in there. And the King of Wands is, somebody who is successful, somebody who's confident. So you could be finding love with somebody who is a King of Wands, somebody who's loving, confident, follows their passions, somebody who's successful, all that good stuff. All right, thanks, Spirit. So, current energy for Aquariuses. Show us wait a minute, hold on. First of all, I want to show you this energy before we start shuffling. I asked for Spirit to give you 2 major arcana cards, the heavy hitting energy for the next 2 weeks. The first card that came out is the Hermit. Yeah. And we've already talked about this. We've already seen this. All right? You going inward, you looking inward, you taking inventory either of yourself or your situation. Whatever this is, you're in hermit mode. All right? And we also had a reference to the Hangman. The Hangman pauses. The Hangman takes time to pause, to think about things, to see things from another perspective or a higher perspective. And I've got the Moon. This Piscean energy or Cancerian energy, the Moon of you trusting your intuition and letting pushing ego aside. Okay? This is being followed by your intuition, your higher knowing. Okay? All right. Let's find out more. Let's find out more. All right. So what else does... okay, here we go. Show us the current energy and expound on what we've already seen. This is for Aquarius. What is the current energy for Aquarius now and over the next few weeks? Wow. I'm not taking all those. It just fell out like that. It's like a book. All right. All right. Holy Spirit, 1 or 2 cards at a time. Current energy now and over the next few weeks for Aquarius. I've got the Death card that came in the crossing energy. Crossing energy is either very strong energy, like yes, yes, this is what it is, or this energy could be creating some form of blockage. Maybe there's a blockage in you putting certain things to death, right? So that you can go through this emergence, this awakening. All right, so Scorpio energy. What else besides this Death card for Scorpio? What else is... Okay. 3 of Wands. Looking towards the future. Put in all the hard work and all the other good stuff. Manifested all that. Planted seeds. Now you're trying to see, are my ships going to come in? What is the future going to look like? You know? What is the next step or next stage of my life going to look like after I put in this work, right? And all this. Okay. Show us what else, Spirit, for Aquarius. Now and over the next 2 weeks. What else you got besides the Death card and 3 of Wands? Whoa. Okay. Alright, so this one came out last. We got the Queen of Pentacles. Alright, the Queen of Pentacles is boss mama, boss daddy, not really caring about the gender, but this is a loyal partner. This is somebody who is successful in their own right. She's got a big ass pentacle of her own. Alright, and you've got a big moon behind her. She trusts her intuition. She trusts Spirit to guide her. Okay. And then we've got the 4 of Cups. The 4 of Cups. I mean, as this Queen of Pentacles, this could be you not worrying about love right now. Not following the trail of love right now. And maybe you're focused on other things. Maybe it's not at the top of your list of this 4 of Cups, okay? And lastly, we've got you are putting some burdens behind you. But right now, you're in hermit mode. You're contemplating, you're conferring with Spirit to find out what the real dealio is, okay? What you need to do. All right. And you got a bonus card, and that is, I've got the 6 of Wands in reverse. You don't want to not succeed at something. 6 of Wands upright is being victorious, being successful. But in reverse, you could have a fear of not being successful. You need to put this Death. It's right underneath the Death card. So maybe in hermit mode, to figure out a way to put these unfounded fears of not being successful or getting what it is that you want out of life. Okay. All right. What's on the bottom? Yeah, 10 of Pentacles is waiting for you. Ultimate prosperity right there. Happy home. Money in the bank. Educational funds set up. All that good stuff. Okay. So let's go ahead and clarify some of these cards. This is for Aquarius. Let's go ahead and clarify some of these cards. Aquarius, I'm sorry, Spirit. This is for Aquarius now and over the next 2 weeks. What's on the bottom? 3 of Cups. Yeah. happy life, enjoying life, living life to the fullest. That's what this card represents. Celebrating with the people that mean the most to you. Okay? That's what I feel like you're striving to get to. Okay? Alright, so what is this death card in crossing? What does this death card mean for Aquarius? That's too many. Hold on. Alright. The death card is maybe putting this conflict to death. Whatever this conflict is, this is not seeing eye to eye. This is arguing, fussing, fighting. It could be with this Empress energy, the mother of your children, or your mother, not seeing eye to eye. Maybe that's something that you want to finally just say, I'm done with this. I don't want this to happen anymore. These misunderstandings between us. Okay? You want to be committed, and yeah, I don't know if this is a marriage. I don't know what this is, but anyways, let's see if this becomes a little bit more clear. And what's this Three of Wands? What does this Three of Wands mean to Aquarius now and over the next 2 weeks? What does this Three of Wands mean? Yeah, you releasing this feeling of loss and disappointment, maybe because you're worried about the future, and possibly up until this point, maybe some things have not worked out for you. Maybe there's been loss, disappointment. You're releasing it. You're releasing that energy. You're releasing that energy. It's like renewed. It's like a renewed enthusiasm, renewed energy. Okay, yeah, that's emerging here. And you're seeing things maybe in a different light. Okay? Yeah, and I've got a Three of Wands to back that up. Yeah. You're closing the door on this old heartbreak energy, disappointment, loss, and you are manifesting that your ships come in, your future to look bright here. And Queen of Pentacles, what does this mean for Aquarius? Next few weeks, what does this Queen of Pentacles mean for Aquarius? I've got the Queen of Cups. All right, nurturing, loving queen, emotionally intelligent, and not only is she emotionally intelligent, but she also is the Queen of Pentacles, loyal partner, makes her own money, and I say her because it's just a queen. It doesn't matter your gender. All right, and then we've got the King of Wands. Got the King of Wands. Yeah. And underneath I've got the Three of Pentacles. So this Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, and there could be two queens here and a king. I don't know, but I feel like this is your energy, the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups. You could be dealing with a King of Wands. We saw the King of Wands earlier. You know, successful, passionate king. Okay. And maybe it's time for you guys to work together. This could be a work situation even. All right, you could be part of a team, or if this is any type of relationship, whether it's family, friend, or lover, working together. Okay. What is this Four of Cups for? The Hierophant. I've got the Four of Cups, and I've got the Hierophant. Somebody not paying attention to their intuition. Somebody just going based off the ego and not tapping into their intuition. But the Hierophant in reverse could be somebody who is questioning their marriage. Their marriage could be upside down, because this is one of the marriage cards. Could be questioning and in hermit mode over some of their belief systems that just don't jive anymore. Could be self-limiting belief systems as well. But some of those old traditions and core values, somebody could be questioning those because they could not, maybe they don't fit into your life anymore. Okay? Give me one more for this. And I've got a Queen of Wands also. So we got a King of Wands here and a Queen of Wands. And we've got the Hierophant in reverse under the Four of Cups. This could be a marriage or a relationship that may not be working out anymore. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Let's see. What is this Four of Cups in this Hierophant in reverse? What is this Four of Cups in this Hierophant reverse for Aquarius? Can you give us a clarifying card, Spirit? In the crossing, I got Four of Pentacles. Somebody doesn't want to let go of whatever this is. They don't want to let go of whatever this is. Because I feel like they may be losing a form of stability. Okay, because the fours are all about safety, security, and stability. Five of Cups, missed opportunity, a feeling of loss, just like this, right? A feeling of loss. There could have been another person involved. Like I said, there was two queens and a king, and there are three spilled cups here. There could have been a third-party intervention here, which might have caused some of this conflict and misunderstandings with this Empress energy. Maybe your baby mama or your wife or somebody. Yeah, there could have been three people involved, and the cups got spilled over. All right, and what is this Ten of Wands for Aquarius? What is this Ten of Wands? I've got Ace of Pentacles. Time to, whatever this burden is, you know, take as much time as you need in hermit mode. Be compassionate with yourself and with others when you're in that hermit mode, but I feel like you're going to be laying down these burdens, whatever these burdens are, and when you do that, Spirit has a brand new opportunity for you, a brand new opportunity of abundance for you. Okay? Yeah. So be strong, be encouraged, tap into that Leo energy that we all have inside of us. Okay? And what is the Six of Wands in reverse? What is this Six of Wands in reverse? Yeah, this Emperor wants to be successful. This Emperor does not want to feel like they are not making an impact, that they are not successful, that they are not victorious. Because an Emperor embodies all four kings. He is that man, that dude. Okay? So this Six of Wands, this Emperor does not want that at all. This Emperor wants success and victory. Yeah, and it could be this in this lover situation, Gemini energy, but it could be in this soulmate energy, this lover's energy. Could be a marriage or a relationship. Here, we got the Three of Wands again. Three of Wands again. You wondering what the future is going to look like. Okay? After you walk away from something, what will life look like if I choose to walk away, possibly from this lover situation, this marriage, this relationship, this connection? With this Queen of Wands, we got the Queen of Wands again. Got the Queen of Wands again. Yeah, okay. Interesting. Very interesting. All right, so that's all I'm going to clarify. Listen, Aquarius, trust the process. And if this is a relationship, a marriage, whatever, that could be not at its best, still be compassionate and keep your heart open, okay? All right, so angel number that you need to see, 6666. Great blessings are upon you, Aquarius. Self-love, boundaries, good vibes, wisdom, understanding, and letting go. That's what that Hangman energy is about, letting some stuff go. All right? Nurture yourself, your needs, your desires, and your boundaries. Let go of things that are weighing you down, Aquarius. Make space for something meaningful and expand your spirit to all areas of your life. That big love, opportunity, or job needs to squeeze in somewhere. Okay? Great blessings are upon you. And your universal message is, Aquarius, you will soon be surprised and grateful for how everything happened the way it did for you to receive better and greater. It's all adding up in your favor. Trust the process and how things are unfolding for you. Look at this shit. Trust the process. Look at this. Double confirmation that all ego aside, Aquarius, Spirit's letting you know that they're working on your behalf in the background and that you need to let go of that ego and trust the process. Okay? All right. Love it. I love it. Trust the process and trust your intuition, that moon energy. All right? Oh, well, I hope that this resonated for some of y'all out there in the collective, Aquarius. Yeah. All right. So just meditate on it. Be compassionate with yourself and others. Allow Spirit to guide you. Okay? Don't edge God out by using only your ego. Okay? Take care.